Hey, welcome back to my solo Forbidden Lands playthrough. I had just recorded a video and I didn't realize that my microphone was not set up correctly, so it didn't have any sound. So I'm just going to quickly go over what I did during that video. So in our last episode, the group had just cleared out this bandit hideout here on the banks of Lake Varda. They had killed a bunch of the bandits, looted a few things, and captured one of the bandits. And yeah, they were about to travel back to the village. So the first thing I did was I've been reading up on the encumbrance rules, and so I went through and looked at the at each of the characters and their encumbrance. Now Jessup is okay, so you can carry up to a number of gear equal to twice your strength, and he's got a 5 strength, so he can carry up to 10, and that's exactly what he's got here. But both Tabitha and Torg are over encumbered. I had her drop her sword and stick with her dagger because it just seemed more like a kind of more of a hidden weapon for a minstrel instead of a big short sword. But she's still encumbered, so this time I just had her roll might before we hiked, and she was able to. I think it was actually endurance you have to roll if you're over encumbered, and she passed it and she was able to continue on. But we are going to have to decide what we want to do about all this junk we've got. And then Torg has pretty much the same thing. He's 2.5 items over, which is quite a lot. But you know, one thing I think, well, yeah, that probably should count as a light item. But anyway, he was also able to roll endurance and hike with no problem. So we will need to make some decisions on the encumbrance soon. Let's see. What else did I do? Okay, so I did the new day. I said the 2 watches passed, and we did the new day procedure. Got some XP. Actually purchased. So I wanted to upgrade his survival, but that would have cost 15 XP. I only had 8. So instead I bought 1 level of endurance, and that cost 5, and so he's got 3 left. So yeah, did a little bit of experience points spending, and then I had them hike back. Now the rules say if you have already traveled in a hex, you don't have to make a pathfinding roll, but I actually said they wouldn't have to make an encounter roll at all because they were staying away from anything. They were they were just following the river back to the village along with their captive, and they're exhausted. But I just had to spend a watch and arrive at the village. And I said that the villagers were thrilled to learn about the destruction of the bandit hideout, and they were eager to take the captive into the jail, and he will probably be executed eventually, but we handed him over to the villagers. I also said the villagers were, the village is not very prosperous, but they were able to scrounge together 2 gold pieces as a reward, and I gave that to Jessup. And let's see, what else? Oh, I also said they gave us our night free at the inn, as well as our food, so I rested everybody up, and I had the day pass. And then started the new day procedure, shuffled the deck of cards, no XP, and then for weather, I was not very happy with the weather table. It just seemed kind of boring, so I downloaded this from DriveThruRPG. I think it's called Ravenland Weather, and it's a hex flower. So we started off here, and then the first day, I think I rolled a 6, which you can see the 6, since we're in the spring, the 6 says we'll move down. So we moved down here. So we have cloudy skies. Actually, I think that's what this is, cloudy skies. Yeah, no, light clouds and a light breeze today. And then the last thing that I did was talk about our plans for the next journey. So we're trying to get over here to this tower right in the mountains. So I think we have about 3 ways. We could see about buying a boat, maybe with our 2 gold, and then traveling along the whatever this river is called to the Wash. Maybe this whole river is called the Wash, but travel in the Wash to Lake Clay, and then check out this stronghold. Maybe that's one option. The other would be to go through the arena forest, which I think is a bad idea. Forests are creepy. I'm not sure about that one. And then finally is what I think we're going to do is cross the Elia here at the village and then travel west along the banks of Lake Varda to this little river here. And then maybe we'll check out and see what's these ruins are here while we're on our way, and then follow this river down into the hills and then eventually in the mountains. So I think that's the plan. Yeah, and it's a new day, so I guess we should get started on that. Hey, so I was thinking about our encumbrance issues and how we were going to get all of our stuff all the way over there to the mountains, especially if we're going to loot some things along the way. And I realized, why don't we just buy a donkey? It seems like a good solution. He'll carry all of our stuff. So yeah, according to the gear list, the donkey costs 6 silver. So I'm going to take 6 silver. Actually, how many copper and a silver again? Let me look that up. $10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold. Okay, so yeah, I thought that's what it was. So yeah, so I'll take 1 gold and I'll give us 4 silver. 4, right? Okay. Yeah, so let's find the donkey. I think that's going to be in the animals. Donkey. Can I put it in our party? I cannot put it in our party. That's a shame. But it has a strength of 3, which means it can carry up to 6 items. Okay, yeah, it has an inventory spot. I really wish we could put it in our party. I guess because it's considered a monster. Okay, well, we'll just drop it. We'll drop it here. There'll just be a gigantic donkey on the map here. And let's see, what can we put? You know what okay, so yeah, we'll just have an abstract donkey, right? Because I want the stuff to show up on the when we roll a skill. I want it to be able to check it, and I think it will only do that if it's on our character sheet. So it'd be cool if I could create a new tab here. This is probably for an item though. All right, well we'll just say, you know, the donkey's going to carry our tent, so that's 2. So he has 4 left. Why will it not let me try to get in there? What the heck? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so he has 4 left. Tabitha can put the fishing hook for sure on the donkey. That's 1. No, actually that's half. So she can also put the bandages on the donkey. So that's 2. So now he's got 3 left. And she is no longer encumbered. But she can also put the blanket on there. So that's 2.5. Torg will definitely put the cauldron. So that's 1.5. And his blanket, so that's 1 left. Yeah, so I guess he'll put those tablets there as well. So now he's unencumbered. And our donkey is filled up with junk. But yeah, this makes more sense. Now he can just come along with us. We won't ride him or anything, and we probably won't take him into any dungeons. But he can carry our stuff, and now at least we've got a couple of spaces left for a little bit of loot if we actually find some. So hopefully this will be a good solution. We'll have to come up with a good donkey name before we leave here. Okay, the weather is good, and I think it's about time for us to hit the road and leave the village of Eliabrook behind and move on. So first shift of the day, we've already done the morning procedure. Now we're going to assign tasks. So let's see. I think Jessup's going to want to lead the way, and he's going to let Torg keep watch. Tabitha can just hike. So we'll roll our lead the way. And he fails. We'll push that. Okay, now he succeeds. Okay, so no mishaps. Torg will roll his keep watch. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, keep watch. He fails, and if he pushes it, he'll take some damage, so we won't roll that. Okay, so what do we do? Keep watch. Do we roll scouting to see if the encounter can be spotted? It's not going to be spotted. And yeah, so we will move into this hex here. So we will draw a card. I think I shuffled these before, but I'll give them a quick shuffle. Queen of Clubs. So general encounter, draw a card and consult the general encounter. Ooh, Ace of Hearts. This might be an interesting one. Let's see. General encounters. Ace of Hearts. Rival adventurers. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're hiking along, and all of a sudden Torg was supposed to be keeping watch, but he was, you know, distracted, and all of a sudden we're ambushed by a group of rival adventurers. And maybe they're demanding I don't know, let's see, what could they demand? Actually, let's roll this. Let's use the helpful hazardous oracle to see how helpful or dangerous they are. Queen of Hearts. Very helpful. Okay, well, that took a turn. So yeah, so actually they're nice adventurers, right? They're rivals in that they are, you know, kind of looking to maybe looking to loot the same places that we are, but they're still they're helpful. Let's see, maybe we can come up with a theme just to see, maybe, I don't know, 6 of clubs, victory. Okay, well, let's give us a name too while we're here. Well, we'll roll kin first. So this is a 4 of hearts. Okay, so it's an Asleen. 8 of hearts. So it's an Asleen female named Hera. That's the leader of this band. Yeah, so maybe they were going to demand some sort of tribute, but then they found out that that we are traveling with Tabitha, who is an Asleen minstrel, maybe they'd heard of her, and since she sings, she knows lots of songs from their homeland, the long ago passed down from the horse clans of the Asleen. So yeah, let's see if Tabitha could do a quick performance for them, maybe to get on Hera's good side. Let's roll performance. So one success. So yeah, she sings them a hunting song from passed down from the horse clans and lost Asleen, and they are very impressed. And Hera thanks the group and proceeds along, continues on their way. And who knows, maybe we'll run into Hera again some other time. Okay, so we'll move. So now we have a decision. We've got one more hex we can go. Do we want to go along the banks, or do we just want to go into the plains, across the plains? Seems like it might be a little bit quicker to just strike out across the plains. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll flip a coin. Uh-oh. Queen of Spades. General encounter again. Two of diamonds, no encounter. Okay. So the morning passes, we make good time, and we are now striking out across the plains here. I think we decided we were heading for this little settlement here, this little village along in the marshes, or this little hut, whatever this is. So let's go ahead and move the time. And yeah, I think we'll just stick with the general, the same travel arrangements that we had. So Jessup will attempt to lead the way. No problem. And Torg will attempt to keep watch. Alright, he gets it this time. So if we have an encounter, he's going to see it coming. So we'll move here into the plains again. We will draw a card. Two of Hearts. That's a random encounter table. Okay, so we will roll a random encounter. Do I have that here? Learn to pray. Forbidden Lands random encounters. Yes, okay. So we are in the plains. Oh no, we see those same flagellants again. We've seen them before. I think that since Torg was able to spot these guys coming, he's just going to, we're just going to try to kind of get out of the way and avoid them. Because they almost tricked Torg into going with them the last time they came around, so we don't want any part of that. Okay, so we have one more hex of movement. We'll move here, move up one, do an encounter. Uh-oh, Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. Roll a random adventure site from chapter 8 in the Game Master's Guide. Okay, wow, okay. So we roll a d6. It's getting my error again. Okay, well, hold on. Let me reset this. There we go. Okay, 3. So it is a village. That's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and drag a village over there. Let's see, Dungeon Master Guide here. random settlement stuff. Let's just roll to see what kind of village this is. Roll to see the size. It's a hamlet, between 20 and 100 people. Okay. Just grab us this little hamlet here. Okay, so yeah, I will roll up the stats on this village. So we thought that this little hut here was a village, but we were actually, our maps must have been wrong. And yeah, we actually stumbled onto the village early. So now that makes me especially curious of what this little hut is in the marsh. Maybe that's some sort of adventuring site we should check out. So yeah, I'll roll up the details on this village and this little hamlet, and yeah, we will explore it. Okay, so after a half day, actually probably a full day of hiking, the group has come upon a village, a small village that wasn't on our maps. As we approach the village, we see that it is named Garganshire after the Gargan marshes to the north. It is a small hamlet, probably just basically a collection of farms that's kind of banded together, but there's also a stable, a small temple, probably to Raven, I would think, and a tavern as well. So yeah, we were pretty excited. As we approach the village, the people are quite suspicious, not particularly friendly, and also a lot of them have sort of a haggard look, like they've been dealing with some things. But as we near the tavern, which is called the Red Crow, we see that there's a festive air to the tavern, as people are hanging up kind of garlands and decorating the place for an upcoming wedding. Yeah, so I rolled up that their problem is with night wards, so I'm thinking that the group will decide for sure to spend the night in this inn, this tavern. Maybe they have at least a common room that we can use. So I'm going to go ahead and move the time. I'm going to say we spend the evening drinking and then we get a good night's sleep. I will take that out of our monies. Let's see, how much is the services? Here we go. Lodging at an inn, dorm, 2 copper, so that's 2, 4, 6 copper total, and then we will get a hearty meal is 1 silver, so 3 silver. 3 silver and 6 copper. Oops, what was that? Let's see, 3 silver. And 6 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Jessup says, yes, I will pay. And so despite the suspiciousness of the residents, the group, maybe they help out the decorating for the wedding, which they say is to be held in another day, actually maybe 2 days time. But they're also worried because these night gaunts have been attacking. And yeah, a night gaunt is a terrifying creature. I'm sure I have it here. Yes. Night Warg. Sorry, not Night Gaunt. So, yeah, demonic creatures, predatory darkness, believed to be condensed darkness. They only appear at night when you can see their eyes. So maybe the villagers will say, you know, that these night warg attacks have been increasing, and they suspect that they are coming. They seem to always come out of the swamps in the direction of this old swamp farm. I guess it wouldn't be a farm, like some kind of shack that's out in the swamp. And they think that this might be, you know, the originating where these night wargs come from. That'll give us, it's kind of a quest to go out there and see. Maybe the villagers have sent somebody out there. They didn't see anything. Maybe they sent somebody else. They camped out that night. They slept near the shack, and they were killed by these night wargs. And so now, ever since then, the villagers have been too frightened to try that again. And so they asked the heroes if we could go to the shack, fight these night wargs, defeat them hopefully before the wedding, so that this couple can have a successful wedding, and the village will be safer. So yeah. So I don't think there's any reason we need to rest. Or at least I don't need to click anything. So yeah, let's start a new day. I'm thinking we should travel this morning to find this shack, and then we could go ahead and make camp. Since we can't fight these things until night, we could go ahead and make camp, and then if we are able to defeat them, we don't get killed, then we can sleep before we come back to the village. Okay, so let's go through the new day procedure real fast. Shuffle the deck of cards. XP prompts. Okay. Let's see. Why? I thought there was, hold on, let me see. Okay, when playing solo, session can be as long as short. Instead of awarding experience points at the end of the session, ask the questions at the start of every day. Do not award a point for XP for attending the session. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the questions once again, I need to memorize these, but I have not yet. Where's the advancement? There it is. Okay, did you participate? We did, but we don't get a point for that. Did we travel at least one? Yes, we get a point for that. We discovered a new adventuring site, 2. We did not get any monsters or treasures, so we get 2 XP. Brings us up to 5. Okay. Now we need to roll for weather. Oh my gosh, this thing's driving me nuts. Why? could probably check the console, and maybe, I don't know if it's something I could fix, but could be something I caused. All right, 8. So for an 8, we move over to the side here. So that is rain, so cloudy, a drizzle, and a light breeze. Okay. All right. So we are going to all hike. We'll stick with our typical stuff. So Jessup will lead the way. Actually, you know what? I think the villagers would give him. They would give him a really thorough description on how to get there. So I'm going to give a +1 modifier. He still failed it. He'll push that. Okay, he made it, but he took 1 damage to wits. So he's so frustrated because the villagers told him exactly how, but they have a weird dialect, how to get there, but your dialect's weird, and he had, it's just, it couldn't find the right like tree stump, and so yeah, it was kind of frustrating. So he's got a headache now, but they found it. And without any mishaps, I should say. Now Torg will roll his keep watch. Oops, hit the wrong button. Okay, yeah, no problem there. We'll go ahead and move. And now we will do our draw a card for the encounter. It's a 3, so we do random encounter table, which is here. We are in a swamp, marshlands, yes. Okay, no encounter. Okay, so this is the morning has passed. We have found this cabin. Let's see, maybe there's something we can give it to give it a little bit of let's give it a little bit of a theme, I guess. 7 spades. Deception. Yeah, so maybe maybe this was maybe something bad happened at this cabin, right? Maybe it was you know, a family used to live here. Maybe they, I don't know, fish. Do you fish in the marsh? I don't know. Maybe you get like yeah, maybe, you know, maybe they were fishermen, and something betrayed them, and then maybe somebody came in they thought was a friend, ended up like murdering them, and that negative energy is what's drawn these night wargs to this place. Okay, so we're gonna spend the daytime making camp. So actually, we haven't done making camp in a long time. I'm gonna have to look up the rules for that for sure. So Jessup has the tent. He's gonna get it out of the mule and make camp. The rest of everybody else can just rest, I guess. Well, Torg can keep watch, and yeah. So we'll make camp. I'm gonna actually, let me read the rules for making camp real fast. Journeys. Alright, when the journey of the day is over, it's time to make camp, find a good location, camp, making fire. So it takes a whole quarter day, usually the evening. Only one person rolls to make camp, the others can help. Okay, so Jessup will definitely help this. That'll give me a +1 here. Okay, so this is going to be a survival roll modified. And I guess our tent doesn't help this. I think our tent helps with sleeping. Now let's double check that. That's in the items. Gear. Oh no, gear bonus +2 to making camp during journeys. Why did it not show up? Because I don't have it equipped. Here, let's cancel this. Okay, make camp. There it is. Okay, he's definitely going to set our tent up. And then Tabitha's going to help him. So he's going to get 3. And now he's going to roll them. Oh yeah, he succeeded. 2 successes. Okay. If you roll succeeds, you find a sheltered and comfortable place to spend the night where you can all rest up before the day's journey. And then we need Torg to keep watch. So Torg's going to make his keep watch roll. And he passes it. So since we're not traveling, I think we just roll a general encounter. So let's go ahead and do... No, I mean a random encounter, right? Yes, draw for a general encounter of keeping watch over the camp. So the general encounter. Three of diamonds, no encounter. Okay. All right, so we now have a nicely set up tent. Nothing happens, the sun begins to set, and yeah, I think we need to get ready for the battle. Okay, so we've spent the evening preparing for this battle, and now just as night begins to fall, these night wargs are about to show up. So let's roll a die and see how many show up. So I think a 1 or a 2 will be 1, 3 or 4 will be 2, 5 or 6 will be 3, and I have no idea. 3 of them might completely murder us. We'll see. There we go. Come on, 1 or 2. Okay, so 2 of them show up. That's not horrible, I think. I don't know. Alright, let's read again. Do they have any special abilities or anything? So yeah, they appear like condensed darkness. You can see their eyes shining like pale full moons and feel their cold breath, an occurrence that terrorizes even the bravest. They leave no tracks. Their bite freezes flesh to ice. Okay, yeah. So they do have victims killed by narwhals dissolved into a dark mist. The beasts are dissolved into darkness in the same manner if slain. They have 8 points of strength. That's going to be rough. Do they have any armor? Thought they had some kind of fur. Oh yeah, armor rating 3. Okay, 3. And movement. Does that mean they get 2 cards, or does that... Okay, well, we got their attacks here. So let me look up what the movement of a monster means. It's probably not going to be in the Game Master's Guide. Huh, doesn't say anything, so I thought that might be like, I know in Dragonbane they have a stat called Fury, which lets them get 2 cards, but maybe that's not what that is. Okay, let's say they appear at near range. Why don't we do that? Kind of out of the swamps. Everyone has their bow. Well, so Torg has his bow ready. Tabitha has her knife, and Jessup, of course, has his sword. And he says, "There, they come for us. 2 of them. Be ready." So we will initiate combat. And we will draw. And we will begin combat. Okay. Tabitha goes first. So she's not going to want to run up there, but I think she is going to sing us a song with her on her. Yeah, she probably doesn't have her lute in her hands, but she's going to sing us a song that will make us brave. So I'm going to give her a performance roll, and if she gets a success, I'll give a +1 to any other actions that either of the 2 give. So yeah, let's roll for that. 1 success. Yes, so she sings a song about, you know, the sun and happiness, and maybe like why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other? Something cheerful, you know, makes people actually rainbow connection. Anyway, she sings a happy song, and everyone feels a little better. All right, Jessup. Jessup is going to rush through this marshland. So I said they were at near range, so we can't quite get to. We would have to run straight at them to get to close. So I think he's going to. He's going to move to near range, but then he's going to stop and save his fast action for some parrying. Torg, however, is going to aim and fire with his longbow, which, let's see, can I click on longbow and can I see it? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, that reminds me, he had that knocked out teeth that was taking 2 days to heal. I think it's been 2 days. I'm going to go ahead and delete that critical injury. All right. Let me pull up the longbow real quick just to make sure I'm doing this right. Range is long, so it won't take a negative. Okay, so he's going to take a shot at that. He's going to aim, so that gives him a +1. Ooh, great shot. 4 points of damage. Now things have fur, so they're going to roll their armor rating. Fail, so he takes 4 points of damage. Nice. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Torg sends an arrow right in between those two glowing full moon eyes, and this thing goes. Okay, now it is time for the Night Warg, and he is going to actually, this is the first time we've fought monsters, hasn't it? So do they move, or do I just roll their? Let me look at it. Each monster makes a monster attacks and roll or select monster attacks. Slow action, length of arms when you monsters. Okay, so it doesn't say. I think I'll go ahead and roll his attack, and then if it says he moves towards him, then he moves towards him. All right. Well, I think it's obvious he's gonna move, and then roll his attack. Leaping attack. The Nartwarg rushes forward and jumps at one of the adventurers with all its might. Roll for the attack using 8 base dice and weapon damage 1 slash wound. If the attack is successful, the victim is thrown to the ground and the Nartwarg immediately performs an extra attack. 6 base dice, weapon 2 slash wound outside of the normal turn order. The extra attack cannot be dodged. Holy cow. Okay, so he's gonna hit and do 2 damage and get that other one unless... so I can't parry, apparently, but I can dodge because I still have 1 action left. So Jessup will attempt to dodge out of the way. Oh, what is this? Dodge slash attack. This is a slash attack. So I will click that. Oh, shoot. Okay, so yes, I think slash attacks get a... What is standing? Okay, I gotta look this up. Sorry. Let's look up slash. No. Dodge. Okay. Alright, well, I know this is in combat. So slash can be dodges. They get a +2 bonus. Okay, so I get a +2 bonus for dodging because it's a slash attack. Now you throw yourself, horizontal move. You cannot use a weapon if the attacker slashes. You get a +2 bonus. So what is this standing? What is this standing dodge thing here? Standing dodge. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'm just going to take it off because it's bad anyway, right? Okay. So I need to get I need to successfully dodge out of the way, basically, or otherwise I am in a heck of a pickle here. So, attacker slashes, you get every success you roll eliminates a success from the attacker's roll. If you dodge, you fall. Oh, okay, I see. When you dodge, you fall prone. You can choose to remain standing at the cost of a -2 penalty. I'm not going to remain standing. I think he's going to throw himself on the ground. And where did my dodge button go? There it is. Okay. Okay, so I got one success, which blocks one, so I only take 1 point of damage, but he's gonna get to do that other attack on me. Now if I pushed it, I don't think I can push it because it was only two. Wasn't it only 2 dice? It was only 2 dice. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take 1 point of damage. If the attack is successful, the victim is thrown to the ground and the Nightwalker immediately performs an extra attack. 6 base dice, weapon damage 2, slashing. Shoot. Okay, so I take 1 point of strength damage, and now he's going to roll 6 base dice. With a weapon damage of 2. 1 hit, so 2 points of damage. Oh, I forgot about my armor. And actually, I think I get to roll it for the first attack too. Okay, so we'll remember that, but first I want to roll my armor. Can I roll? Okay, here's my armor. If I actually get a success here, yes, okay. So my armor actually blocked the attack. So I don't think he gets that second attack. Because I tried to dodge. I am prone, but his second, he doesn't get the second attack. Okay. So I don't take that point of damage either. Alright, so I get off lucky there, I think. I was able to dodge part of it, and then my armor soaked up the other part, and he did not get a successful attack. Now it's the other creature. So it is at near range. I don't think it's going to be able to go get here and attack in the same round. So it's just going to kind of swirls. It's like darkness, but it's also sort of like a beast, and so it just moves towards us. All right, next round, Tabitha. I kind of wish I hadn't got rid of her sling now, but I think she's going to go ahead and move into arm's length here and send a dagger strike towards this creature, which reminds me, did I give myself the +2? I mean the +1 from her singing last time? I don't think I did. All right, well, she's gonna roll, and ooh, a hit. 1 point of damage, unless this creature can use his armor to block it. And he does. So she stabs it with a dagger, but it can't get through his weird darkness fur thing. Okay, Jessup. He will. He needs to get up first, right? So that is. Let's see. Okay, so a fast action is to get up. So he's going to get up, and then he is going to try to stab this guy with his long sword. And he gets his sword fighter ability. That's three successes for 4 damage. Okay, so let's see if this creature can roll his armor. And he fails, so he takes 4 points of damage, which I think is enough to kill him. Oh no, this one has not been damaged. So he takes 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. So yeah, so Jessup leaps up, whack, takes a big hunk of dark fur stuff out of this guy. And yeah, so that did a good job of damaging him. So here we go. All right, Tord needs to take his fast action to ready another arrow, so he cannot aim this time. He will shoot his longbow. Oh, another great shot. 3 successes, 3 points of damage. Now, can the creature's armor block any of that? Oh, it can. 1 point is negated, so he does 2 points of damage to this Night Warg. Okay, so it is, which one? This one's turn. I think he will go here and attack Jessup. I don't like it, but I think that's what he's going to do. Throat bite. That's not good. The Night Warg sees a weak spot and attacks the adventurer by biting her in the throat, trying to kill her. Roll the attack using 10 base dice, weapon damage 2. The attack may be parried. The adventurer suffers half the amount of damage to empathy as well due to the horrific encounter and become cold. Wow, okay. So Jessup has a talent that allows him, is it Defender? Get a free parry. So he's going to be using that for sure. Let's look up parry real fast. Requires a shield or weapon. Roll melee. Gear bonus. If you parry with the weapon, you get a minus 2 attack. You get a +2. Every success eliminates 1 success from the attacker's roll. Okay. So I will for sure roll that parry. There it is. Parry. Come on, I need something good here, guys. Need something good. That's terrible. I'm gonna push that. That's terrible. Wow. Okay, Jessup might be down here. He takes 5 points of damage. Okay, he's still got his armor. Maybe his armor can do something. Okay, his armor takes 1, so he takes 4 points of damage. Okay, so he takes 4 points of damage. And he takes 2 points of that to empathy as well. And he's cold. Whew. That was rough. Okay. So I think this one is going to attack Tabitha. I mean, if I was an evil GM, I would make it attack Jessup as well, but I think Tabitha actually successfully stabbed him, so Yeah, I think he's gonna attack Tabitha, which is pretty bad. Okay, the Nightwing bites the arm or leg of one of the adventurers and locks its jaws in a brutal grip. Roll the attack using 7 base dice, a weapon of 2. The adventurer is grappled. Oh, that hits. Does she have any armor? I don't think she does. She doesn't have any armor. She doesn't have any actions left. So she's going to take 3 points of strength damage, which is actually enough to break her. Oh no. Which means she has to roll for a critical injury. This is from Blunt Force. Groin hit. I don't know. 1 point of damage suffered at every move or melee. So I'm going to see if I can drag this over. Okay, that's not good. And now she's also grappled. Can I give her... Okay, well, we'll just remember that she is grappled by... So this thing goes at her, grabs her by the leg, I guess, kind of high up on the thighs. So I believe since she's broken, she is unconscious. Is that correct? Damage to strength. Okay, suffer damage. Armor. Cover. Broken. You're knocked senseless. Roll for a critical injury. If you're not dead, you can only crawl and mumble through the pain. You can't perform any other actions, and you can't roll for any skills. Okay, yeah, so she is... she can't do anything. Okay, Jessup, you need to finish this thing. So he's going to attack the one that's grappling Tabitha. Does he have anything he can pump into here? So he can definitely use a willpower to avoid its armor. I think he will... Is there anything that he can do to increase his chances here? Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any... I don't think there's anything he can do to increase his chances. So he's just going to slash at this thing and hope that he can kill it. Oh, but he is so damaged. Might not be good. Oh, he misses. And if he pushes, that will break him, I think. Oh no, he can't push. It's not good. Can he... What does Lucky do? I think that's only in critical hit. Suffer a critical injury. Yeah, no. That's pain. Okay, that doesn't matter. Well, rats. Okay. He missed. This is not good. Okay, Torg is going to move a little bit closer here. He is going to aim and fire his longbow. So he will get a +1 modifier for aiming. . 1 damage. That's only 1 point, which is not going to be enough to kill this guy. So he is going to push this. So he injures himself, and he doesn't matter because it didn't kill it anyway. Actually, it gets to roll its armor, so it might not even take 1 point. Okay, it does take 1 point, but it is still alive. Ooh, now it's time for their turn. Okay, this one is going to attack Jessup. Oh my gosh. The throat bite. Oh no, 3 points of damage. Yeah, Jessup is... now, is this the one that can be parried? It can be parried, so let's see. Jessup's going to attempt to parry. And nope. So his armor... Nope. Okay, Jessup is down. Which means he has to roll in a critical injury table. And this is a slash. Slit throat. Wow. So the throat bite actually hits his throat. So Jessup is going to die in 4 turns. Wow. This is not good. Okay. And the other Nightwing will try to finish off Tabitha. Okay, so she's going to be taking more damage. So, how does that work? Okay, I'm wondering if he would have just spit her out. Instead of... I guess I could roll her another critical hit. But I'm kind of thinking that he would leave her for dead. That's what I would do if it was a real... If I was GMing this, I think. I think he would leave her for dead and try to move towards Torg. And yeah, and I think this one would do the same thing. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Now how can you heal? It's just on there. Okay, someone managed to heal you. How do you recover? Here we go. Someone can treat you by rolling healing or performance. Slow action. Will successfully recover. Okay, if the roll further rolls in influence. No one helps you in the D6 hours. You recover anyway and get 1 point back in the relevant attribute. Okay. So Tabitha and Jessup are both broken, so they can't do anything. Now that's one turn that's gone by, so he has 3 more with his throat. Okay, so Torg is going to need to aim and fire at this one that's coming towards him. Yeah, because he doesn't have a parrying weapon, so he might as well go all out and try to kill one of them at least. Oh, excellent shot. 3 points of damage. Okay, let's see if this thing's armor can do anything. Oh, it blocks 1, so he takes 2 points of damage. Oh my gosh, I thought this one was the one that was almost dead. It's not. Oh my gosh. Yes, I believe our adventure is about to end here, folks. Yeah, so which one is this? That's this one. It's going to move towards Torg and attack him. With a throat bite. Is that not the same one it did? Yeah, it already did that, so I'm going to roll again. Leaping attack. Okay. So this is where it leaps forward. It hit him for 1. Torg does not have any way to dodge out of the way, but he is wearing armor. Ooh, it blocks it. Yes, that means that the monster he does not get his extra attack. So whew, that armor really came in handy there. Now this one will move here and roll his attack. Okay, so 1 hit, 2 damage. Let's see if Torg's armor can come through once more. No, so he takes 2 damage. Okay. Jessup now has 2 rounds left. Not looking good. Okay, Torg takes his fast action to draw his knife, drop his bow. He will stab. Let's see, this one has 2 points. This one has 1 point, so he will go for the more injured one. This might be it. His last chance. He fails. Can he push it? He will push it. And he fails again. Slashes out, but no luck. The Nartwarg does an attack. And misses! Oh, there might still be a chance. Still a slim, small chance. Second one comes out and attacks. Holy cow, he missed! What the hell? Okay, so Jessup only has 1 more round, so Jessup is probably going to bleed out. But Torg tries to fight on. He tries to make another swing with his dagger. He fails, and if he pushes it, it will break him, so I don't think he can push. Okay, well, rats. Yeah, that's probably all she wrote. 3 points of damage. He can try to block it with his armor. Oh, one gets blocked, so that's 2 points of damage, which is still enough to break him. And the wargs feast on his corpse. Actually, I think they vanish, right? Isn't that what it says? Dissolve into a dark mist. Oh, so Jessup and Torg are both killed, but I'm going to say that for some reason these wargs did not kill Tabitha. And so yeah, Tabitha wakes up. Her companions are gone, vanished. Even their gear, I think, means... actually, I'm going to say that their gear was not... That they put everything of value, besides their armor and their weapons, on the mule, and the mule is still alive. So, Tabitha is going to wake up. She's severely injured. Her comrades are dead. But she makes her way back to the cabin, back to the mule, and then she travels back to town. So we will start the next turn. Let's see. Shoot, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's able to make it back to the village. Actually, would she go back to the village? Because the camp is already made, and she knows that these things are not going to come out during the day. So I actually think she's going to rest in the camp for the first watch. So I'm going to give her a rest. I probably need to roll for a random encounter just to be fair. Marshlands. Okay, no encounter. Okay, so now the next watch, she's going to travel back to the village. And does she still have a critical injury? No, I think, what was her critical injury? I think it went away with her resting, maybe. Oh, it was her groin. It was a groin hit. That's right. Yeah, it healed in a day, so I think she's okay there. All right, so she comes back to the Red Crow in defeat, mourning the loss of her comrades. And yeah, we'll look into see what we need to do to upgrade her to a full PC in the next episode. So yeah, it was traumatic. It was rough. I guess we should have left those night wargs alone. Those were nasty stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining me.